Crowns! Let's go Crowns! Let's go Crowns! Let's go Crowns! Let's go Crowns!
Ladies and gentlemen, and all Hoquenna fans across New Sarovia, welcome to the Lion's Den! Tonight, in beautiful Sarholm, under the bright lights and roaring energy of the Robert Lyon Center, two teams will take to the ice in a battle for glory and honor.
Number 26, Katrina Lyon. Number 18, Revo Stream Matlet. Number 7, Daniel Noirdan.
Ready to defend their home against any challenger, give it up for your SARHOLM CROWNS!
Number 88, Valera Atlas. Number 7, Robert Lyon. Number 30, Euro Noiram. And finally, number 3, Federa Lyon.
Please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem.
And welcome back to the Poltava Cup Finals. Sarholm is on the cusp. CUIVE is on the brink. Game 2, do or die for the CUIVE Crusaders. And here we are in the beautiful Robert Lyon Center. On the ice is Jerome, Badera, Valera, and Robert for the SARHOLM Crowns, and Dream, and Daniel, and Katrina for the CUIVE Crusaders. Short-staffed, but full of dreams, the Crusaders need to win tonight's game. Will they achieve immortality? Or will the SARHOLM Crowns win the first ever Poltava Cup from the hands of His Imperial Majesty the Emperor? Swords in. The ball is at center ice. Valera goes down to intercept it, knocked into the Crown zone. Jerome battling in the corner, gets it out in front of the Crown's blue line, blocked by Robert. Valera brings it into center ice and then down towards Jerome. Passes to Jerome to the bottom of the CUIVE zone. Valera wide of the post. Robert battling for possession in the bottom. Big hits all around on both sides. Robert takes a shot, misses. Valera takes a shot off of Katrina, bounces, and the rebound goes nowhere. Robert has an opportunity, shoots, scores! Robbie SARHOLM with the first goal of the night for SARHOLM. That will put SARHOLM up 1-0 in the first 40 seconds of the game. Robbie SARHOLM. What a fantastic pass by Jerome and Valera to get that right in front of Robert Lyon, number 7. And swords in again. SARHOLM wins the face-off and brings it back to Jerome. Moves past the Crown's blue line to Robert. Up. Battling against Dream. Big hits by Robert. Valera gets it out of the blue line, passes it to Jerome, but he misses the ball. Valera brings it into the CUIVE zone, bottom corner. Robert passes to Jerome. Jerome shoots off the post, and a big save by Katrina. Now in neutral ice. Passes to Robert. Robert misses. Goes to the Crown's blue line, brought in by Daniel. And the ball is ruled out of play. With just a minute and 15 seconds having passed, SARHOLM is showing strong dominance here on the ice today in the presence of His Imperial Majesty the Rozier. Swords in. Valera wins the face-off, brought towards Baders. Very close call. Dream knocks it out of the Crown's line, brought across center ice. Passes to Jerome. Jerome has an opportunity, shoots. Misses. Now into central ice. Valera brings it back in, or tries to Robert. Robert has an opportunity, shoots, and saved by Katrina. Another opportunity on the rebound. Does not get it in and is brought to the CUIVE blue line. Now into neutral ice. Robert has an opportunity to bring it in and fails. Dream. Now to Jerome. Jerome in the middle. Valera has an opportunity just wide of the net. Robert shoots and just off the crossbar. On the rebound, fails. Katrina robs him. Jerome, opportunity misses wide of the net. Robert battling against Dream. Jerome raiding in point. Ball is knocked across the blue, but brought in again by Jerome. Saved as an opportunity. Jerome shoots. Big miss and robbed by Katrina as an opportunity. And the ball is in the net, but there is no goal. No goal. The play continues. It's now 5 minutes and 40 seconds in the first half. 11 shots to 2. The Crowns are robbed of an opportunity by a laggy ball. It's now brought into neutral ice. Jerome has an opportunity right in front, shoots, and scores! Jerome SARHOLM gets it up by 2. Jerome extends the lead by 2 on a breakaway shot. What a fantastic play. Managed to sneak that right by Katrina. That fantastic goal right there. The crowd is going crazy, cheering his nickname, Koji. Go, Crowns, go! The crowd is cheering. There will now be a drop at center ice. Swords in. It's dropped. SARHOLM wins the face-off. Jerome aiming wondrously up the top, but keeps it out of the crown zone briefly. Now to center ice. He's all alone, but misses the shot and sends it south. Valera tries to bring it in, succeeds. Now battling in the bottom corner. Robert has an opportunity. Jerome passes. Saved by by Daniel. Robert now with Valera trying to get it from the corner to the front, where Jerome is lying in wait. Baidera watches on from her net in the bottom. And there's going to be a penalty called on Robert Lyon, number 7, for roughing excessive fighting against the CUIVE Crusaders. Number 18, Dream, has been playing very well this series, but he is being quite undisciplined. This is surprising that only Robert is getting this call. Robert is now on the bench, and the face-off will occur in the Crown's top corner. Swords in. The ball is dropped. CUIVE wins the face-off. Dream has an opportunity to shoot, fails. And the ball is out of play, but sent back in.
Let's go, Crowns! Let's go, Crowns!
Sent back towards the CUIVE zone. Jerome chasing it in. The ball is now ruled quickly, but not out of play. Dream gets it out, across the blue line. Now across the middle. Jerome stops him from getting a breakaway. Valera sends it back into the CUIVE zone, battling against Dream now. He has an opportunity, but Valera beats him to the punch. Daniel is fighting hard on the blue line. Sent towards the Crown blue line. Valera to center ice. Dream back across. Valera battling at the yellow dot. Jerome brings it to the red line. Big hits by Jerome. Now in the CUIVE bottom corner. Just under 4 minutes left in the first half. Quarter of the game is done. Valera has an opportunity to shoot. Misses. Dream takes possession. Gets it out very quickly across the blue line. Jerome tries to bring it back in, but fails. Dream intercepts it twice now. Valera fails. He has an opportunity. Saved by Baidera Lyon. Now in the bottom Crown zone. Big defensive minutes played by Jerome and Valera. They get it out across the blue. Just quickly, Peters gets it out. Now on the red line still. They're fighting to get it into the CUIVE zone to kill the rest of this 30 seconds on the power play. Peters once again sends it out of her zone. Sent back in. Kicked out, but the ball is still in play. Get out across the blue. Jerome doesn't want to knock it in. Barry almost got it. Just barely went in. What a great save by Baidera on an empty net there. Valera manages to get it out quickly. Jerome fails to get the opportunity to send it into the CUIVE zone. And the power play for CUIVE is ending in 2-1. And Robert Lyon is out. Jerome trying to get an opportunity here. Off the post. Does not get the rebound in. Sends it back in. Valera has opportunity. Robert shoots. And off the post. Scores! Robbie Sarholm, his second of the night with a great pass by the rest of his team. Extends the lead 3-0 Sarholm. What an amazing goal here in the Robert Lyon Center. As Sarholm is firmly in control this first half. With 14 shots on goal for Sarholm and 3 shots on goal for CUIVE. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first half. Swords in. The ball is dropped. Dream brings it in. Has an opportunity to get it in. Shoots. Off Baidera. Save. Dream takes another shot. Misses. A third shot. Fails again. Robert gets it out. Jerome brings it across the blue line. Sent back to Robert. Fails. Valera tries to bring it in, but to no success. She brings it in successfully this time. Battle in the bottom CUIVE corner against Dream. Dream and Robert. Big punches all around. Robert has an opportunity to take it, but fails. The chance is gone. Dream brings it across the red line. Now across the neutral ice. Robert has an opportunity. He shoots. Big block by Katrina and the CUIVE defense, which has been one of the best in the league by far this entire year. Now Crowns get it out of their zone. Robert, big hits again on Daniel. Now battling in the top Keith corner. Dream trying to get it out to make sure there's no more chances, but the ball is ruled out of play. With just a minute and 31 seconds left, I would like to draw attention to the new goalie uniform that CUIVE is wearing, which will be mandatory for all teams in the next Hoquenna season. It comes equipped with pads, a blocker, and a glove in white or brown. The ball has been dropped yet again. It's still in the CUIVE zone. Dream and Robert battling to get it out. Successfully do, albeit briefly. Valera brings it back in. Dream trying to get it out of the corner. Knocks it up by Nicholas, or by Daniel. Dream gets it out across the blue line. He has an opportunity here for a breakaway, but Jerome stops him dead in his tracks. Now big hits all around. Dream brings it in, or tries to. Now he succeeds. Jerome tries to get it out, no avail. Stuck on the blue line, brought to neutral ice. Now into the CUIVE zone, bottom corner. Passes to Jerome. Jerome passes to Valera. Valera has an opportunity to shoot. Robert to Jerome. Jerome shoots, and it's score! Jerome with the second of the night. With a beautiful pass by Valera Atlas. Number 1 assist. In the league with over 26 assists. As of today, this will bring the score 4-0 Sarholm with 1 minute and 16 seconds left. Swords in. CUIVE wins the faceoff. Dream brings it in across the neutral. Now into the crown zone. Big hit against Jerome. Dream tries to keep it in, but no avail. Jerome and Robert battling in the middle against CUIVE for possession. Big hits. Dream and Robert are getting hit plenty of times. I'm surprised there is no roughing call yet. Jerome brings it back into the CUIVE zone, but now on the red line. Valera brings it into the CUIVE zone. Battle for possession. Dream takes a shot, fails. Takes another shot on the rebound, fails. Third side, shoot, scores! Dream cuts the lead to 3. What a fantastic goal, ricocheting off of number 88 Valera and number 7 Robert into the Crowns goal. But there will be some emotion because Valera was hit on that goal. The question is, was she hit before or after?
For 9 years,
the goal?
Sarovia has fought for the values we hold dear. Peace, order, and the opportunity for something different. Something unique, something fun. We paid the price then as we do now. Memories we'll never get back, and friends we might never see again. This year the fight is no different. It's our obligation to keep building Sarovia up. It's our duty to make sure it's a fun and safe place for everyone, regardless of who they are, what language they speak, or what game they play. It's our duty to innovate, to defend, and to build the future you want. Because Sarovia is worth fighting for. A message from the Deaf and a Soccer Party on behalf of Chalusa Albaros Vasa.
The referee is reviewing the call, and the goal will stand as the hit occurred after. And thus out or after play. Swords in. The Crowns win the faceoff. Robert has an opportunity, shoots. Saved by Katrina. What a beautiful save. Robert has an opportunity again to pass it to Valera, but knocked out by Daniel. Big hit against Valera, has an opportunity to save an off the post. Katrina must thank that post for not allowing that goal. Now brought in against the blue. To the red. Nicholas, if was here, would make a great impact on this game, but is, alas, absent. Pass against. Shot goes wide, battling in the bottom corner with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that will be the first half of the Poltava Cup Finals, Game 2. and welcome back to the Poltava Cup Finals Game 2. Do or die for the CUIVE Crusaders. I'm your host, as always, Sebastian DeBello, and the score is currently 4-1 for your SARHOLM Crowns. There are 17 shots on goal for SARHOLM and 8 shots on goal for CUIVE, with 8 minutes left in the second half. The ball is at the blue line and sent into the Crown zone, right in front of Baidera. Baidera gets it out. Valera manages to get it out officially, and now Robert against the red line. Sent back into the Crown zone, but blocked, and now on the blue line of CUIVE. Robert brings in off the toes, shoots, and that will be no goal. Katrina just barely gets that out of the net. It is not crossed into the red carpet. There's a huge battle in the bottom corner against that. Big hits by Dream for the CUIVE Crusaders. Number 7 and him seem to have a feud. Big hit, and that's going to be a penalty called on Robert Lyon for roughing and goaltender interference against Katrina. That will be another one of the penalties for him today, which there seems to be many. The face-off will occur in the top zone of the grounds. Swords in. Seems there is some confusion as to where. Yes, the ball seems to have gone out of the netting and into the crowd. A lucky fan will not be able to take it home, however, as it is needed to finish the next 7 minutes and 13 seconds of the second half. CUIVE is on the power play, 2 minutes. Ball is dropped, but sent via Rome into the CUIVE zone. He has an opportunity, but is knocked away by Nicholas, who has joined the roster now. Perhaps their luck will change. Nicholas brings it into neutral ice. Now in the bottom of the Crown zone. Big hits by Nicholas, number 11. They're battling. Baidera tries to get it out, but almost passes the blue line. Now in the Crown's top corner. Has an opportunity right in front of the slot, but Valera gets it out. Daniel tries to bring it back in success. Dream and him battling. Bottom. Valera gets it out. No. Sent in by Dream and Nicholas, who are having difficulties trying to keep it in. Big hits by Jerome. Valera's playing defense. 1 minute left. Huge save by Baidera, and the ball is out of play. Absolutely robbed by Baidera Lyon, but she seems to get a penalty for roughing against Dream. A single hit there. And that will cause a player for the SARHOLM Crowns to go off and double the CUIVE power play. Who will go off? It seems it will be Valera for the Crowns. The CUIVE power play will now go to 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Leaving only Jerome, number 30, on the ice for SARHOLM. Of course, next to their goaltender, Baidera Lyon. Swords in, 3v1. The ball is dropped. Won by CUIVE. Sends it out into neutral ice, then towards Daniel. Back to Daniel. Daniel sends it to Nicholas. Now to Dream. Dream to Nicholas. Back to Dream. Across the red. Jerome tries to bring it into the CUIVE zone. Successful. Has an opportunity. Big save by Katrina. Shot again wide of the net. Nicholas takes it out. Top of the field. Toward center. Seems Jerome is having some injuries, but CUIVE is not capitalizing on this. Now on the blue line. Big hit by Jerome. Sent back to Dream. Dream is battling on the red line to Nicholas. Nicholas and Jerome battling. Now to the blue. Into the Crown zone finally. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Big hit by Baidera. Wide out of the net. Right in front, just wide. Oh my god, the net is wide open and she can't get to the net. Huge save again. And Jerome gets it out, albeit briefly brought back into the crown zone. Daniel tried to take a shot but failed. Now it's in the top of the crown zone. 2 minutes left. And the ball is out of play. Just under 3 minutes have been killed so far. And the CUIVE Crusaders are getting much more shots on goal than they were previously, which is now 19-12 with 2 minutes left on the power play, and Robert Lyon ready to go in. Big save by Baidera. Dream almost gets it in. Nicholas off the post. Nicholas again off the second post on the rebound. Robert Lyon back in. It is 2v3. Still 2 minutes for Valera. They're now battling for it. In the bottom corner, Robert getting hit by all sides. Jerome brings it back into the CUIVE zone. Sent back into neutral. Jerome and Nicholas have been playing, matching each other as well. Big hit by Baidera, who took a risky opportunity to come out of her crease and hit Nicholas, preventing him from taking a shot. Crowns get it into neutral ice. Now into the CUIVE zone. Sent back to neutral. Jerome to Robert. Nicholas intercepts. On the red now. Back to Jerome. Jerome to Robert, and Robert to the center. Back to Jerome. Now the top of the CUIVE zone. Sent wide in the top corner. To Jerome. No, intercepted by Nicholas, but Jerome blocks him from getting a breakaway. Still battling for possession in the center. He has an opportunity right in front, off the post, saved by Nicholas and Katrina. This has been a very intense back and forth for the key power play, as Sarholm struggles to make sure that the lead does not decrease. Nicholas has an opportunity, shoots, scores! Nicholas, number 11 for the CUIVE Crusaders. That will end the key power play and cut the lead to 2. Score 4-2 Sarholm. Just under 4 minutes left in the second half. Shots 19-15. Now at center ice, ready for the face-off. Swords in. It's dropped. Sarholm wins that face-off. Valera brings it across into the CUIVE zone. She has an opportunity, passes to Jerome. Jerome, he shoots, saved. No, across the ball, but no goal. No goal. To repeat, there is no goal. It is offside. Brought back into the crown zone. Nicholas tries a shot wide of the net. Valera sends it up. Robert's battling for possession there. Valera gets it out briefly. Off the post, Baidera, wide open net, but Robert saves the day with Valera and gets it out as Baidera was unable to move. That will be a penalty on the CUIVE Crusaders for hitting the goaltender. Goaltender interference. That is a much needed period of rest for the Sarholm Crowns, who have been on the penalty kill for the entirety, really, of the second half. And they are now on the power play. Big hit by Robert there after the whistle, and that's going to be another penalty unless the ref didn't see it. But there is commotion on the ice, and it looks like the referee will review the call. Yes, there will be a review. I don't believe that is worth a penalty, personally, as there was swords in called, but the referee might not believe that story. Baidera watching from the blue line, and yes, that will be a 2-minute call against Robert Lyon. That is a smart and dirty play by Dream, but it manages to successfully neutralize the playing field. It's now a 2-on-2. And that will bring the face-off to center ice yet again. Swords in. Sarholm wins the face-off, brought into the crown zone. Opportunity, shoots, scores! That will be drained. Ending the power play nice and early, making the score 4-3. This is anyone's game now, with just one goal difference. Robert Lyon is back in. CUIVE needs to win this game. With just 3 minutes left, can they score at least one goal to bring it to overtime, or two to win the game and force a Game 3? Swords in. Sarholm wins the faceoff. Brought back to Jerome. Jerome across the blue line with Valera. Across the red, Robert has an opportunity, shoots, and saved by Hoquenna. Valera on the rebound, passes it back to Robert. Hoquenna gets it out. Valera again. Bottom corner, goes wide to Dream. Big hits in the bottom. Valera all alone. Dream comes back. Big hits by number 7. Valera to Jerome, but goes wide and now in neutral ice. Battling in the top. Valera goes there and successfully gets it out of neutral ice with Robert. Robert shoots wide. There seems to be some disturbance from the crowd. Jerome gets it across red line. Valera has an opportunity, shoots, misses. Burrow and Robert battling in top corner. The ball goes briefly out, but Robert has an opportunity, shoots, save. Hoquenna saved again on the rebound. Shoots, scores! Robert Lyon gives a great assist to Jerome. And then from Jerome to Valera, he gets that ball right in the net. Valera is chasing points to become the most valuable player in the league. And the score is 5-3. CUIVE now needs 2 goals just to tie it 3 to win. But there's only 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. Swords in. CUIVE's playing hard. On the red line. CUIVE keeps it now sends it into the crown zone. Bottom crown's corner. Dream has an opportunity, big hit on Jerome. Trying to shoot it, does not get it out. Valera does. Now in the CUIVE corner. Bottom. Big plays on the bottom. There seems to be no goal. And the crowd is continuing to be a little bit of a disturbance. They must be clearly excited at this. Big hits all around. Sent to center ice. Jerome brings it across the red. CUIVE keeps it away from going in the blue, but Valera brings it in, and there will be a penalty called. We can all guess who this will be called on. 2 minutes roughing for Robert Lyon. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left, or just under 30 seconds left, in the second half. And the face-off will now be in the top crown's corner. Swords in. Now in the top corner. The ball is quickly out of play. The crowd is going crazy. They are 1 minute and 19 seconds away from winning the Poltava Cup for the first time ever. Swords in. The puck is dropped. Or it is now. Valera tries to get it, fails. Bader makes the save. Jerome and Valera punching way above their weight to get this 3v2 out of their zone. They're struggling to get it across successfully, now across the red into the CUIVE zone. Now across neutral ice. Back to Dream. Dream passes up to red. Nicholas passes it up and into the crown zone. Jerome and Nicholas battling, and the ball is out of play yet again. 58 seconds left in the second half. But due to errors, there will now be 1 minute and 5 seconds. These errors are often calculated due to stoppages in play with the clock moving a little bit fast or not stopping right on time unless used on the referee's personal clock that is not on the top. Swords in. Bader makes a save. Jerome gets it out. Kiev struggles to get it back in. Valera has an opportunity but stopped by Nicholas. Sent to the red. Jerome brings it back into the Kiev zone. Nicholas and Valera making sure they fight for every inch of territory. 49 seconds. Now sent across the Kiev blue line. Right in front, save on the post of Katrina. Valera accidentally brings it back out. Jerome tries his best to bring it in, but no avail. Brought back in by Valera. Big hits by Daniel to Nicholas. Jerome doesn't get the opportunity to make a fantastic shot, and Daniel gets it across to the red. Now into the crown zone. Dream has an opportunity to shoot, no success. 22 seconds left. Baidera makes a save and tries to get it out, fails. Passes it, almost goes back in on the post, now in the top crown's corner. They're battling again and again. Big hits by Valera and Baidera. They just need a couple goals, but the time is ticking down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it, everyone. That is it. The game is over. That game is over. The SARHOLM Crowns are your Poltava Cup champions for the year 329 AS. And the first ever inaugural season of the AHI. They've won it. They've won it. They've won the cup. Happy days are here again. The sun is shining and the world is right. The SARHOLM Crowns have won the Poltava Cup, and their names will be carved and engraved on the side of that trophy for the rest of history. They've made history. SARHOLM 5, Kiev 3. 25 shots on goal for SARHOLM, 23 shots on goal for Kiev. The players for SARHOLM are mugging and rushing to their goaltender and their players as they cheer, for the game is finally over and the Poltava Cup will be brought out to the cheering and roaring crowds. This is history. This will never, ever happen again. The first team has won the Poltava Cup, and they will have their names hanging from the rafters of the Robert Lyon Center here in SARHOLM, New Sarovia. No one can ever take this opportunity and this victory away from them. In the presence of their sovereign, the SARHOLM Crowns have won the Poltava Cup. The teams exchange handshakes and good games all around, and promises to visit them next game, next final, in a few weeks from now, as the second season of the AHI will begin yet again. The Crowns begin to line up behind their head coach, Sir Alberos Vasa, recently appointed Prime Minister of the new Sarovian Empire. There are applause from the crowd and from the players for the refereeing. And the CUIVE Crusaders retreat to their bench. And the Crowns line up against and behind their head coach, who has led them to victory. And here comes the Poltava Cup to roaring crowds. And a big handshake from the referee and the head coach is present to ensure that the Poltava Cup is awarded to the SARHOLM Crown. Robert Lyon will be the first to win the cup and hoist it from his teammates. His Imperial Majesty the Sovereign is now here to bestow the cup, and to roaring crowds, Robert Lyon, number 7 for the SARHOLM Crowns, hoists the Poltava Cup in front of the faithful here in the Robert Lyon Center, his namesake. Photos are being taken, of course, with His Imperial Majesty, and he will take the inaugural and first lap of the Poltava Cup. Across the stadium bears his name, showing all those present his hard-working achievements here in the league. A fantastic player. 26 goals, 9 assists, and 1 short-handed goal for a total of 64 total points. He comes back to the center to hand the trophy yet again to the referee, who will now bring in Valera Atlas to hoist the trophy and take pictures with it. And here she is, in front of the roaring crowds, Valera Atlas, next to the Emperor. 30 goals, 26 assists, and 5 short-handed goals, bringing her to the total of 101 points, just 3 away from Camilla Telesal as she makes her lap. The biggest assist maker in the entire league by far. All other teams combined do not even reach her. Now, Badera Lyon, the goaltender for the Crowns, is brought out to roaring crowds for her great success for the SARHOLM team. The only goalie to ever get a shutout in the league. As she takes a picture with the Emperor and the Crowns mascot, Baba, next to each other. A perfect picture is taken as she will make her lap around the league. What a fantastic play she has done today that will never, ever be seen again. With a 0.880 save percentage, Badera Lyon is the best goalie in the entire league. As she comes back to the line and gives the trophy, who now brings it to Jerome. And Jerome will exit the locker room with the Poltava Cup, take a picture with the Sovereign. A new acquisition for the SARHOLM team. He has been valuable in their playoff run and victory here in the league that knows no other, and the trophy that no one else has the honor of lifting here in the league. And the crowd goes crazy as he brings it out, wearing a crown himself to showcase his loyalty to this team, as he takes a picture next to the Emperor and the referee. What a fantastic moment he will never forget. He seems to be talking to the Sovereign himself, who he has a quite strained relationship in the past with, but it seems that he would like his jersey signed by the Emperor, who obliges and signs it. The only time he has ever signed a jersey in AHI history. His Imperial Majesty, noted as a fan of the SARHOLM Crowns, has come to many of their home games, and of course was here to bestow the gift of the Poltava Cup. Coach Albaros tells him, "Do your lap. Show everyone the trophy you've won," and he goes down to do exactly that. Talking with the team's faithful fans. And now to the CUIVE bench, he shows the trophy that they were so close yet so far away from winning after their great upset victory against the Bruised Lions. Jerome scored 14 goals, 10 assists, and 4 short-handed goals, giving him a grand and clean total of 50 points. SARHOLM now is getting ready for a picture at center ice with the Emperor. to showcase their immortal victory here in the AHI. Robert stands next to the Emperor, and Jerome brings the trophy right next to Albaros, who oddly has refused to hold the trophy, citing that he is not a player and does not deserve to hold it. Lara next to Jerome, and Baba right in front of the Prime Minister and head coach. With Pedera Lyon, great goaltender, making sure he is well fed and well groomed for the photo. The team struggles to get the dog to cooperate, but a photo is taken there, and your SARHOLM Crowns have won the Poltava Cup. This photo is immortalized in history. Now the successive trophies of the Tropha Asal and the Tropha Janos will be awarded. The Tropha Asal is awarded to the player with the most points at the end of the season, and the Tropha Janos is awarded for the best goaltender in the league by save percentage. The Tropha Janos shall be awarded to Pedera Lyon with a 0.880 save percentage for the entire season, and she comes out with the trophy. Take a photo next to His Imperial Majesty and with Baba. The crowd is cheering for her, a fan favorite of the team. The photo is taken, and she too will do her lap around the arena, as with all trophies, with her faithful canine following behind. And now, brought in from the stands, Camilla Telesal, who has won, just barely by 3 points, the Tropha Asal named after her own family, and the crowd goes crazy for the fan favorite with 104 points as she takes a photo with His Imperial Majesty at center ice with the trophy, which has the Sarovian cockade on it. She takes her lap of the arena herself. She must feel very heartbroken that she cannot hoist the Poltava Cup, but that is redeemed by the fact that she is the AHI's most valuable player of the first inaugural season. And the arena is opened up to the fans.